So today we wanted to go chase pike. You know, one of the great things about Lakers Unlimited is they have an amazing pike fishery here along with the lake trout. So we wanted to get our fly rods out and watch some big pike slurp down some streamers. Oh, right there, Louie. Throw it, Louie. Yeah. Yeah, no, that didn't work. Throw it out in front of you. Throw it out there.
There was 3 or 4 of them laying right there in about 6 foot of water. As soon as you could see the bottom, seeing fish all over the place. I was watching one of them trying to get it to his face, and this one came out of the side. Right away, started off, nice big pike on.
Oh, that's a nice pike, Louie. Pissed him off. Weird. Look at that fish, huh? Oh, that's pretty good size. Yeah. Nice one, buddy. Hang on, man. Grab him. Can we get an iPhone shot?
Yeah.
I can actually do it.
Okay.
See you, buddy. Just kidding. No pick this time. This water's so clear and these big fish are in such shallow water. You can watch them eat the fly right in front of you.
Right there.
Good.
Yeah.
Got him?
Yeah. No weeds like we were fishing the other day for the pike, but real rocky, real colorful, different depths all over the place. We get in close to the shore and I just see pike laying all over in the bottom, and caught a really nice big one, first one right out of the gate, and just been, once we get to this spot, if I can cast to them, it seems like we hook one every time.
One of the fly lines we're using up here for these pike is the Skyline Plus. And the reason the Skyline Plus is ideal for this type of situation is it's got a gel spun core. And that gel spun core, there's zero stretch to the fly line. Well, that means when you strip set into one of those big pike, that's a direct set. That hook gets buried right in that fish's mouth every time, and you only lose about half of them still. Bruce said they had a late ice out and a very cold, late spring. One of the things that we're noticing is the weed beds that are typical here for this time of year, not really developing. Making a little bit of a challenge, so we're going back in these pike bays where typically the weeds are so thick and it's so warm that the pike are usually vacated out of there, except the little hammer handles. But now, this year, the pike are still in there and the weeds aren't thick. It's gonna be a little different.
Got a chance to use a fly rod to try and attack the pike, which is more comfortable for me, so I was really excited about it. It was a blast all day long.
Changing things up makes it fun. You know, if fishing was always easy and the exact same, it wouldn't be that challenging. And what this does, it presents a little bit of a challenge for us to try to figure out, put the pieces of the puzzle together and figure out what to do about it.
What you eating there, Luke?
Banana that I didn't eat for breakfast.
He's eating his last meal is what he's eating.
How do you feel about the banana? You believe that?
Well, we aren't going to catch any more fish today. I was wondering why it was slow this morning. It's all Louis' fault.
Sandbagging son of a bitch. Get rid of that banana.
Long time to come after that too.
Did it?
It wasn't until I sped it up and twitched it in front of him, you know, speeding it up, speed it up, speed it up, then he took me. Ah, yeah, knuckle buster.
Kind of with that rod.
You want me to touch it?
You want you to touch
Pick it
him?
up and I'll decide there to fuck. That's a nice fish.
You know, one of the cool things about fishing pike here is it's just so beautiful. You know, we make our way back into this big, expansive bay, and then there's these lilies floating on the top, running topwater baits through them, fish blowing up on them. Just makes for a really cool day. On a big fishing trip like this, you know, we're gone 7 days. Plains, weird bed, we're fishing 6-7 days in a row, standing up, casting, trolling, using a lot of muscles that sometimes we don't use. So that the CBD anti-inflammatory myoderm cream, we've been taking it with us and it's working wonders. It really does. It's been helping my casting elbow. It's been helping the sore back. You know, sore knee, Louis been putting it on his knee, and it really does just help you get through your day pain-free, keep you in the game longer, and you know, keep you fishing. And that's why I love this stuff. One of the things I love about fishing is figuring out the puzzle. And here, this year, we have run into a situation where they've had a late spring, they had a lot of ice, and all of those things have added up to the pike being in a different place than what they normally are. Time to put our heads together, go try to figure out a pattern. But Bruce and I start talking, he says, you know, I got an idea. I'm gonna go check out this creek that is in the back of this bay, and we've never been able to get into it before because the water is usually too low. Well, sounds like a good place to start to me. As we start working our way into this creek mouth, we notice there's a big drop. There's starting to be some weeds, and we work our way back in, and the weeds are getting a little thicker, starting to see some fish, and then guess what? It happens. Jump into a project. Oh, that's a good one. There we go. That's a good one. Oh. As we're going in there, we're seeing fish and we're starting to get bites. You know, right away. It's looking a lot better than it has. Oh! Fuck, look at that pike. Look at them all right here.
That one, there's a big one.
I know.
My God.
We get to the back and there's this giant beaver dam and a beaver lodge. And they've never been able to get up here before, and this place is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, we kind of got dealt a different hand this year than we've ever experienced before, because we had a really late spring and then record water levels. You know, it's been higher than normal, and the weed bed growth just hasn't been what we've been accustomed to all these years. So we've been having to branch out and find different spots and think outside the box a little bit on where the fish might be, because they're not in their typical spots. This is Elliott Creek is the name of it, and we've never been able to get up here in 20 years of running the lodge, or sorry, longer than that, 30 years of running this lodge. But the water come up a couple years ago, and this was always just a trickle And I was always wondering what was past that corner because I could never see the corner, and sure enough this creek goes all the way back up here for miles into another little lake.
You know, it's been a good day when Captain Bruce takes over and starts fishing a little bit.
He's a good pike, but that other one had another 6 inches on that yet.
Agreed. That's a big fish, dude. Let's get him in here. Look at that fish.
Well, then he's a 42.
42 incher right there. We start catching some pike. One here, one there. We start seeing them. And then Louie puts the hammer down on a big old fish with his fly rod.
We just started catching some pike, and we got over here a little bit back in the bay, and great big one swam right by the boat. Threw it over in the weeds, and he came out of the weeds and just nailed it.
Oh, Bruce got a nice one too. Yes.
And then, oh my gosh, this crazy big giant pike hitting everything, hitting the fly, hitting the spinner, hitting the weedless spoon. It was just unbelievable.
Look at that. Woo! Here we're using the side imaging on the Humminbird. We're kind of moving around looking for rock piles and weed patches. So we're kind of moving out of this creek mouth, and we're starting to see the weeds that are growing up and the rocks, the big boulders and stuff, and that's where we're going to try to target these big fish. Get in position here. I got him, man. Just running these Fish Lab weedless spoons. It's so perfect. You see these thick weed beds. These pike are in here feeding like crazy, and they're just laying in this stuff. They're just hunting in here, and these spoons, they just dance, wiggle right through the weeds, through the thick of it. You just pull it through, let it sink again, and they're just tearing it up. That's one of the big ones.
He watched him following in too. He was like 2 inches behind. I'm like, what is that behind him? That's a great big pike. That's what that is.
Bruce ends up landing an absolute pig of a fish on a spoon.
Oh yeah.
That's a big pike, Dennis.
Yes, it is. I'm on it, dude.
Yeah, I'm trying to get him here before the weeds get here.
Yeah! Wow! Oh my God. What's up? Yeah! Oh baby, look at that. Captain Bruce has a reason that he owns this place, because he catches fish. Oh my God, dude.
46.
46! All right, get him back. Hey, you know, putting the pieces of the puzzle together. We got a different year up here. Bruce and I have been working together, start thinking about things, and you know what? We figured something out, and that's pretty cool. So today we had a big east wind blowing. The whole main lake was blown up. We were hoping to go lake trout fishing, but one of the great things about being here is we're in the middle of all these islands, super protected. We're gonna go chase some pike and some lake trout.
Just trolling along this shoreline, little 30 foot, 40 foot of water, pretty close to the shore, and trolling a maglet. Got a nice one here, staying pretty deep. Pretty typical for the bigger fish to stay down. This one's definitely staying down. Caught it on a clown colored flatfish. It's pretty big.
Yeah.
Good. I just don't want to go over the edge on 60.
Yeah. Nice.
God, that's a freaking pretty fish.
Today was going to be a different day anyway because we're doing shore lunch. You know, here at Lakers, it's super fun. They'll do shore lunch for you every day, or they'll give you a sandwich, whatever you want. But at least once, we got to all get together and have a shore lunch. Just tradition. We wanted to do a little sampling, a little catch, clean, cook of trout and pike over the campfire, some fresh potatoes, some corn, a couple different recipes, sitting around the fire, eating a big shore lunch.
We went out in the morning. Object was to catch a couple nice fish, nice pike, nice lake trout, go find a nice spot on the shore and cook. I love to cook out in the mountains. I love to cook when we're out camping or hunting or fishing. And so it was perfect for me. We took a nice pike and a nice lake trout, took them over to the shore. Ryan cut them up, filleted them, showed us how to fillet them, which was kind of cool because I'd never seen a pike filleted, and kind of gave me some idea how to do that.
Right here there's a Y, like that, with a bone like that. So there's the top row there, and you feel the bottom row there. You take this top row, you cut straight down, and you see it, the tip of my knife is nicking every single bone along the way. You feel it go tick, 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 tick. Once you feel that, and you're all the way back here, this is where they stop. You can turn your knife out, and I'm cutting away from it. Then once I'm past the edge of the bones, I can make a cut back straight down to the hide. Then we have that part. Inside here you can feel all the bones, and you can make one cut with your knife all the way along. Now, right there is your strip of Y bones that everybody says is so difficult to get out and why they don't like cleaning pike. But it's actually very simple. That's all your bones right there. We feed those to the seagulls.
Fresh trout, fresh pike. Nice work, Brucey.
6 days went really super fast. This place is incredible. We've seen so many beautiful areas. The lake itself is amazing. All the surroundings, the lodge is super nice. Everybody here is unbelievably accommodating and knowledgeable, and we've laughed a lot, had a great time here. Just a super experience here. Super fishing. Fish are great, big, aggressive, catching pike the last couple days, incredible. Lake trout, it's been amazing. The fish are just awesome here.